Hey, another practice hike underway, getting ready for the Arizona Trail. Today we're at Hunting Hollow at the trailhead for the Coit Lake Loop in Henrico State Park in California. Chris is going to walk a little bit with me at first here, but it's about a 22-mile loop. So we're going to do half of it today, lots of climbing, thousands of feet in elevation, and then camp overnight, halfway mark, and then head back in the morning. So you can see the hikers going down the hill. It disappears over that rise and then it goes on down all the way to the creek in the parking lot. And that's pretty darn steep. And then we still have to get to the top. Not the first rise, but the very top one, up where all the mistletoe is. So, start of this hike has been a test. Like they have a wild pig problem here too. Okay, we've come all the way up out of that valley down there. I thought this was the top, but the last bit of the climb is almost straight up. They're gonna make us earn the views, I guess. Okay, quite a climb. Taking a break under this oak here. The views and the scenery are really amazing. It's been quite a climb, so now we got to finish it. I think that's the last of the climb. At least I'm really hoping so. Okay, so these are the views they were making us work for. It's beautiful up here. Okay, we made it to the trail junction. So the All Trails map had me walking up the very narrow highway for a couple miles, and I didn't want to do that. So I took the Steer Ridge Trail, which was the one we just went straight up on. And now we're back at a trail junction, and we got to cut over to catch the original trail. And I think I have a choice between that up the hill main road or the single track. And just for fun, we might take the single track. Although that goes up, both trails contour the mountain for a while and then end up on the far side. So we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, we got this beautiful oak here and all this amazing scenery. Okay, we've reached Upper Tim Spring on the trail junction following the Spike Jones Trail. So it's been interesting so far. I've gone up and then come all the way back down, so I'm sure I've just increased my climbing. That may mean that I'll have to take the first campsite instead of the second, as far as mileage goes, but we'll see. I can just make sure the water filter still works here, and cook up some ramen for lunch and go on from there. Okay, I stopped about 1 to 1:15 there and had a really nice lunch of some beef ramen, Spam packet, and lemon bar there by that little spring. It's very nice, but cool enough where I had to put on a jacket for a while. Now we are continuing to head down. I know I'm going to have to make this elevation back. It's going to be a lot of fun. But it shouldn't be too long till I join up with the main trail. And then when I hike out tomorrow, I'll just go to the parking lot that's up the highway from where we stopped. I definitely made up the distance today because I made it a much longer, actually even more elevation gain by the way I went. So they've really done a nice job with these springs on trail. This is cut off from the road, the Anza Trail, which will take me back up the mountain so I can climb up another 2,000 feet and hopefully get to camp before it's too dark. So I wish I'd come this way to begin with because the highway walk wasn't that bad. And now this climb has switchbacks like an actual civilized trail. And in the woods. Beautiful. Starting to get into some madrone trees and these lovely oaks. Okay, it's about 20 after 4. According to the trail signs, I've got a mile and a half to Kelly Lake. Although there weren't any campsites listed on the All Trails map, I'm going to see if I can pull up there since I only got about an hour of daylight left. If there aren't, then I'll have to push on a couple more miles to the next lake, and that'll no doubt involve some night hiking. So it's about 5 till 5 and I've made it to Kelly Lake. The birds here are incredibly noisy. Will likely be like that all night. So I'm going to try to hike on to the next campground at the next lake. Okay, we've made it to Coit Lake, made it around the opposite side, and now we're just dodging salamanders because they're everywhere. And I'm trying to make it to Coit Lake Horse Camp where we'll spend the night. I've probably already stepped over 6 or 7 of those salamanders. There's another one. They're everywhere. Just about 6 o'clock and we're at the lake. Moon shining in the sky and reflected in the lake. Serenity shuttle has landed. We got the best pitch we could. I just really didn't want to go on any further. And I can't show my face because it would blind you with my headlamp since it's night. So today was a day of learning. I accidentally, in an attempt to miss the road walk, doubled the length of my hike, and it was a lot of up and down. So I got to do the 2,000-foot climb twice, and then tomorrow I'll just round out the whole rest of it and head back. So just sent Kirsty a message, let her know I got into camp safe and sound, and we'll see what it looks like tomorrow. I'm going to cook up some dinner and turn in.